Hey guys, we're back for another review, man. Our friends at Happy Yak Express sent me another little box. This is a 3-course meal. We have a starter, a main, and a dessert, and we'll find something cool to drink with this thing. Nice thing about it is just all freeze-dried stuff, so all you have to do is simply add water. The directions are right on the back. Super easy to read and understand. Nutrition facts, all that. Ingredients, you name it, it's got it. It's actually pretty good stuff. One thing that I've learned with these freeze-dried meals is if it does, not just these particular brand, but pretty much anyone, if it says like wait 10 minutes or wait 15 minutes after you add the water, if you add another 10 minutes on top of that, just gives all that time to absorb into that nice liquid. And if you put it in something insulated like a container or a cooler, it helps keep that heat in there to bind into all this yummy goodness to make this stuff even better. Well, let's stop screwing around. Let's get some water heated up, pour it in here, reconstitute it, and let's start chowing down. The neat thing about these bags, this is actually a paper on the outside with a silver foil on the inside, very reminiscent of these IMP bags. Okay, I guess we are ready to do this. Start off with our first course, the soup. Now the soup called for 500 milliliters of water, or it's like 16.9 ounces. And there we go. Ranchero soup. It might be more than this bowl can handle. Well, maybe not. Here we go. Let's take a look at that really quick. The main liquid is a tomato base. It's got red lentils, red pepper, carrot, green pepper, a little bit of rice in here, and a bunch of other stuff. You can see right on there. Hopefully by all those ingredients. And right there is the nutrition facts. Well, stop screwing around and we will give this a try. Right on its own. Get most of that broth on there. It has a loosely tomatoey. The carrots are still not quite tender, slightly crunchy, but the rest of it, the lentils and the rice are nice, soft, and tender. Man. And just to give you a little better look, you can see all that yummy goodness in there. All that stuff. Look at it all. Oh man, and that liquid is hot. That's dripping into my hand. Definitely on a cold morning or evening, afternoon, whatever, this would definitely heat those bones right on up. Well, let's look at our main course. Bengali rice. Let's take a look at this stuff. See, like it all reconstituted, all nice. I'm going to set this aside over here. This is going to be a mountain of food. I mean, this was totally packed to the top. So they are not screwing. Oh my god. If you could see it from this angle, it is that high off the tray. And there's still more stuff in here. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah, talk about filling up a tray section. That's pretty impressive. And just so you can see, there's still more in there, probably about a spoonful or two. Well, I'm not screwing around with this either. I'm going to give this a try right on its own, and then we'll find out what is exactly inside of this stuff. If you look in here, these are look like little beef flakes. It's actually soy. And it's got white flakes, onion flakes, pistachios, onion powder, freeze-dried peas, shallots, red bell pepper, garlic powder, and it definitely tastes like there's curry in here. I don't know why, but I definitely get that little curry flavor. Actually, it's not curry. Reading down here at the bottom, it's actually mustard. It's got that mustard seed. So that is what that nice flavor is. And there is a ton of this, guys, an absolute ton. Right there, you can see one of those pistachios and the little soy meat stuff, a little bit of carrot, red bell pepper. And that pistachio gives it a nice little crunch that you wouldn't be expecting ordinarily. I have to say, though, this and this, I wouldn't want them at the same meal because they kind of have a kind of like a same kind of flavor profile. I know this is a soup and this is, you know, a rice dish, but for some reason, maybe it's the carrot or something like that, but they have kind of a same flavor profile, and I don't believe it doesn't taste overly salty, anything like that. So I'm going to pile some of this right over here, and I'm going to add some fixings to this that I know that's just going to tear this thing up. A little bit of Himalayan salt, a little dash of curry powder, crushed red pepper. Give that a mix. Oh man, see the peas in there? All them yummy stuff, all that extra super yummy flavor. Oh, just adding that extra little stuff, it's so good. You get that nice little curry hit. That seasoning of that salt just kind of tempers everything. And that heat from that crushed red pepper, man, definite night and day difference. But if you do add some heat and you do have soup and it is a hot day, there's nothing better than a nice beer to calm things down, cool things down, and make your taste buds a little happy. And this Cinco Thai beer is some really smooth, good stuff. And lastly, for dessert, we've got this apple crisp. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a pain getting out of this bag to show you, because huge bag, but only a small little portion down here on the bottom. So we're going to do what we can to expedite that. And just so you can see what I'm talking about, look, it's all clumped down there at the bottom, right in the little stand-up part. Really has a nice apple scent coming out of here. Maybe like a little cinnamon kind of thing. So we're going to find a way to get all that out of there and onto the tray. Alright, I try, man, hitting it out. The best way to do it is actually just cutting the bag down. The best way to get in here. And you can really try to get all this stuff out of here. And you can see it really doesn't make a huge ton, but then again, it's a dessert. You don't have to have a ton of dessert, especially after you've had a giant main like this. See, just about everything out of there. And then we're going to kind of lay this down because we're going to add that crumble right on top. So now we have this nice sweet apple component, and then we have this granola that goes right over. Let's give this a go. Look at that. All right, we'll just spin that around. Look at that stuff right there. That looks pretty good. You could hardly see any of the filling on the bottom, but hey. Apple crisp. The apple flavor is very strong, very powerful, which is very good. There's a slight sweetness to it. However, the crisp, some of these big bits like this, it might be better to actually just dump them in there with the water, because these things turn into like jawbreakers. Man, they are tough. So just keep that in mind. You might want to add these to the bag to soften up just a little bit. Well, let me give a big shout out to Happy Yak Express. Thank you for sending these. I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to have this for at least a day, day and a half. Let's get this stuff down. I will enjoy my soup for my lunch, and I will see you all on my next review. Bye. Hey guys, got another batch of these. It is a 3-course meal center. Filming stuff. Hold on a sec. Major good. That's the wrong button.